do it for the content. Just think about the content. If you pull off a reverse sweep in the losers bracket finals, game number 1 is already down. One more will send you into a game number 5. SSG, do you have it in you?
That is a good question. Do you have it in you? And Bound has the rockets on him. All 4 go down for FaZe, and a setup here on this C side is going to net SSG at least 15 to 20 seconds of ball time. We'll see if FaZe can make this push and break.
Bound able to take down one with the Bulldog, but it does end up getting spotted. Can't get the second one, so numbers advantage gonna momentarily be in favor of FaZe. That sticky grenade gonna deal with Stellar so quickly, and now FaZe have themselves almost a full seaside setup. Penguin's the only player being annoying in the base, and eventually he gets spotted out. He gets exterminated here, so SSG do a great job of coming off a spawn and making their presence known immediately, but FaZe have slowed them down. We see back-to-back slays in their favor. We should finally see ball time and a lead in favor of FaZe.
One thing we also see is World 2 with that Stalker in hand. He does drop ball for Renegade to pick up, but Renegade's not going to pick up that ball. I believe it was Snakebite that picks it up. World 2 is disgusting with this red gun. This is what we like to see. This is pretty much, I mean, you know, it's tough to you know, stop a break from happening, to stop a push and hold on Tram side. But when you have a Stalker rifle in the hands of World 2, and you also had that shotgun on B side, you're gonna start to stack up points. 35 seconds and counting for FaZe.
FaZe really starting to take control here. Your World 2 is just perched up with the Stalker rifle, watching the cross, but finally, Space Station Gaming have cleared out the B side of the map. They're already pushing over toward the driveway side. Eco makes the jump, but ends up going down. World 2 continues to put slay after slay. A killing spree being earned by him. The rest of Space Station Gaming now switch their sides, push up toward the purple side. Not sure if FaZe were ready for that, because now numbers in favor of Space Station Gaming, already working on the rocket side, have ball in hands. This is looking very good for SSG.
There's the slays that SSG needed. They now have a little bit of a setup here. Bound, look at the sneaky play. He's got the shotgun, waiting for an opportunity, comes out. He's gonna get one, but unfortunately gets traded out. The rockets being up, that trade is not necessarily what you're looking for. And it looks like FaZe in a position to potentially take those rockets as well. Power weapons are the name of the game when it comes to streets.
I mean, they lost the seaside setup, so getting the rockets is definitely a great secondary option, a great reward, and maybe they can use it to break. But down to one shot, Frosty goes. Rest of SSG gonna try to push up here, but Frosty remains alive. Now off a screen, World 2 and Snakebite get back-to-back kills. That ball is in no position to be played. He was trying to rotate it over toward the back C side. Frosty finally able to deal with them. Luckily, he had the thrust. And just like that, FaZe have already broken the subway side. There might be one more player just lurking around, but this is gonna be some good ball time for FaZe once again, only down by 2 points.
Bound is always there, though. Bound is a player that you have to look for him. He's always making a play that you're not expecting. He did it just then. Penguin comes up as the secondary, slays as well, and now SSG once again in a very strong Tram setup. World 2 has to stay alive here, and look at that, the play that makes it happen. 2 down though for SSG, maybe. FaZe Clan looking to push.
And World 2 going for the jump, just barely missing it. I love how he stares at that ledge like it's the ledge is falling. No. Don't blame the ledge on that one. That was on you, Royal 2.
Right.
I don't be blaming the ledge. Rockets are coming up. Space Station Gaming 3 down. Nobody in position to fight for those rockets, so Renegade gets it untouched. Eco thinks he's in a 1v1 versus Rockets, has no idea that Frosty is ratting in the arcade side. He ain't playing no games though. Space Station Gaming, they need a perimeter side kill, and with the Rockets already in the hands of Renegade, I don't know if they're gonna get it. First one goes down, that's gonna be Penguin. The second one in his sights, but SSG do a great job of breaking that.
Ball taken. Ball carrier killed. Ball taken.
SSG on the B side, trying to make something happen. Gonna rotate it back to Tram. They've got the slays necessary to open up the map just a bit. So you can expect this is going to go to a potential tie. Maybe SSG take a little bit of a lead. But here comes the break from FaZe. And it's Renegade first in. The problem is he's going to try and stay alive here, but the trade comes out. 3 dead once again for each side. And it's a 1v1 to decide some ball time.
But the final player alive for FaZe is Frosty, and of course he has a couple of spike grenades and a shotgun as well. That Bulldog absolutely puts in work, and it has so much ammo when it's so tough to deal with. Frosty eventually finds himself the final kill was looking for. Some valuable ball time as well. Tries to pass the ball off to Renegade, gets right back into it. A double kill with the quickness. World 2 gets himself a double kill as well, so 2 + 2 = 4. Space Station Gaming get wiped.
What's crazy to me is the fact that Frosty wins his 1v1, is able to stay alive the entirety, and then still make some presence on the tram, perform a flank, get another 2 kills. And all because of that. 95 and counting for FaZe. They're looking to close this out right now.
SSG may have been able to take that game number 3, but this is something new. Game 4, and FaZe are playing excellent. SSG though, get us some critical kills. Stop the final 2 seconds of ball time that FaZe were looking to get. Penguin fighting over the Rockets. Snakebite shreds himself 1. He gets himself a double kill, but Bounce stays alive. Doesn't matter. You can stay alive all you want over toward the back subway side. When that ball ain't back there, FaZe are still in the final 2 seconds, and now FaZe just 1 round away from sending SSG home in 3rd place and getting the grand finals that I'm sure a lot of people predicted. FaZe versus Optic Gaming.
Space Station Gaming had some really nice tram setups there that netted them a whole bunch of time, but unfortunately a lot of players were just able to kind of sneak through either through C stairs or through B Street. That stuff can't happen, especially when you're in an advantage in numbers, etc. This ball not being contested thus far. It's anyone's round, still 0-0 on the board.
And already moving towards the subway side, and Renegade is planting himself watching the B side, but somehow Bound sneaks his way up the stairs. Love that FaZe recognized that so quickly, so they're rotating that ball, but all it does is give SSG an opportunity to surround them from both sides. They're coming up from the C side, coming up from the A side. They're gonna trap FaZe in the B street and eventually get the kills they needed. Now we see the first bit of ball time in favor of SSG because that ball never got played.
Yeah, World 2 died really late though, so he's gonna be a bit staggered here. It's up to Space Station to get these initial kills. And once again, you see that they do. They have the numbers. Because World 2 died off of the spawn cycle of his teammates, SSG is able to take advantage of these kills and continue to have numbers and continue to get ball time.
Stalker Rifle really coming in handy here for Penguin. Deals with the first one, doesn't want to challenge Snakebite. He understands that he has both power weapons, so the name of the game was for him to stay alive, but he's not able to do so, so both power weapons should end up in the hands of FaZe. Snakebite gonna be a nuisance in the PD side. All of that attention is now drawn into PD, and the rest of the team is gonna be allowed to push up with it. You see Renegade and Frosty get the 2 kills quickly. Stellar's still looking at Snakebite, but the rest of FaZe are pushing up. 3 down for Space Station Gaming. The ball and Rockets in the same area. This is gonna be the focal point for both teams as SSG have made it up off of spawn. Can FaZe take advantage here?
Love the awareness of World 2 right there, right? He understands the spawns are going to be potentially on PD or A, and he understands that Rockets are up, so he tries to take positioning. That way he has that A control with those Rockets being up. That guarantees this FaZe clan those Rockets, but unfortunately now, 2 go down for FaZe, but Frosty's still with the Rockets in hand. He ties the Penguin on the back line.
The 1-shot Frosty goes down. Luckily, Snakebite was able to pick up those Rockets and at least play for the trade right there. Would have been devastating if SSG would have got the kill and the Rockets at the same time. Either way, Frosty makes it through. Spike grenades are so deadly. A double kill comes in. FaZe are already having 4 members all the way up, so they're going to try to push up on this ball. They're already trying to move it over toward the cafe side. Both players will trade out their life. FaZe want to get into a setup. They just SSG keep getting these random trades on them, which slow them down just a bit. SSG now holding the lead because of it. Now starting to get the clean frags that they're looking for. Renegade, an absolute nuisance, ends up going down here. This should be some more good time for SSG.
Something I really want everyone to pay attention to is the power weapon control on this map. I feel like FaZe has had power weapon control for a long period of time. Round number 1 and a little bit of round number 2. If SSG can take control of the weapons on the map, the Bulldog, you know, of course the utility and the thrust, potentially they can win this round number 2 and tie it up. We'll see if they're able to do that with 2 dead for SSG.
Double kill.
With the map being so small and so easy to predict and manipulate the spawns, you know how important those sandbox weapons are. So yes, get that stalker rifle, get that bulldog. Those quick 2-3 kills will work in your favor, but the same way that you want to get your opponent 2 down, so do they. So Royal 2 gets herself a huge double kill. Frosty goes right in with the boxer medal, ready for the fisty cuffs. They know that SSG are coming up over toward the seaside, so reticles are trained on them, and so are those grenades. The ball ends up being reset here. FaZe go 3 down, so that tells me that SSG should be able to get hold of the ball, but somehow Royal 2 is here with rockets.
And you're constantly talking about that. You talked about it just recently, right? You might be down in numbers, but if you're able to get those kills to slow down the enemy team, it's just so good for you. 34 seconds for SSG. And with FaZe down, even though they're down in numbers, the players that are alive are just able to make such an impact to be able to raise that defensive wall. No one's really able to have a secured setup thus far, and we'll see if that changes as the game goes on. Ball gets played, and it is an ATM.
What a flank by Stellar there. Trying to put in work with the Bulldog. Still has a commando to work with, but FaZe have those numbers. Every one of those kills, you're in a 4v4 situation. You have to stay alive. You cannot be the first one to go down. Once you give your opponent any kind of advantage, they're gonna play through it. They're gonna start to play, they're gonna speed up their play. They're gonna start to play faster. They're gonna force you to have to make some hero play as opposed to just playing through your 4-man setup. But 2 go down for FaZe. SSG gonna try to push up. FaZe are already having that ball toward the PD side, but the play comes in. They know they need to do some damage. Luckily, Frosty has the stalker rifle. Damage onto one, sticks the other, makes them run into each other, making them look silly. Is Frosty with the big brain plays, and now he's gonna chase down the final player inbound. Not sure if that melee connected. The sticky didn't. It don't matter, the BR does.
Someone asked Frosty on his stream the other day, do you play chess? And he says, no. I play chess in Halo, and that's exactly what that play was right there. Bound versus Frosty. They're both down to no shields. Frosty plays the more patient game, gets the kill. But as you can see, Bound at the top right of your screen, 29 and 18 with the second most amount of ball time on his squad. I'd love to watch a little more of him. And as we do, the caster curse comes through, and he ends up going down.
Double kill.
Well, while Frosty's playing chess here in the game, let me tell you, Space Station Gaming can't even find the board right now. They about to get checkmated. They haven't even sat down yet. SSG continue to go 3 down, time after time. It's 8 seconds on the clock. Can they get this one touch? That's all they need. FaZe is gonna try to put the separation, try to throw that ball as far as possible. They don't get it. Stellar ends up getting the touch. The melee comes in and Frosty catches at the 1 second mark, throws it away, and oh, dude, no. Oh my gosh.
Way.
SSG go down. SSG go down. FaZe up into the grand finals.
And